Hey, so before this video begins, I just wanted to give you all a quick Quail update since most of you guys have been asking about them. If you don't care about this, just go to this timestamp. But yeah, if you're interested, 5, 4, 2.5. Okay, let's begin. So it's been about 2 weeks since the quails exploded out of their shells, and they look completely different. Like, where did my children go? Do you know where your children are? It's not 12 o'clock. They've started to grow big boy feathers, and every once in a while they jump up and try to fly, and it's kind of funny because they sound like helicopters. We also built this little, like, cardboard box house for them, and they spend a lot of time in there just, like, plotting how to take over the world. Quigley, that's the large blonde one. He's also the most anxious one and just pecks his brothers non-stop. Quincy is the largest one of the bunch, and his growing does not seem to be slowing down anytime soon. Quentin, he's small. That's pretty much it. Now Kelly, with a Q, she's got scissor beaks. I'm not even kidding. We took her to the vet, you know, and they said that she's fine. It's most likely a birth defect, but since we're kind of evading the throes of natural selection here, they said that she'll probably live a long and healthy life. And finally, we got Dula Peep. Hey there, Dina. Love the new album. Seriously. Huge fan of your songs, Danny. Thanks for giving us some great bops, Diana. But anyways, that's it. Let's start the video, I guess. I had deleted half the footage. And delete half the footage! I deleted half the footage. Here's the audio from that footage. That I deleted. Did you know that I deleted half the footage? You know my ass is gonna be back next week painting the ceiling or something. I should paint my ceiling. Okay, so here's the lay of the land. Here's what's kind of going on. We're in quarantine. Hi, how are ya? So obviously I can't really go out to get paint. This is the only tube of black paint I have. My job today is to really stretch this out all over my ceiling. Hello, old friend. What? I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I know, darn it! Oh my god, woo! When I was in grade 10, I painted my first painting, and it looked like this. The whole point of the project was to paint a dream or aspiration you had, and at that point I wanted to be an astronomer, so I used my imagination. I literally wanted to rip my stomach out of my asshole when I saw that video. But you see the theme, right? You see it, like it's black and white. Do you feel it now, Mr. Krabs? So the first thing I really did in the way of painting my ceiling was lay down a layer of black. And by the miracles of the holy paintbrush, I was somehow able to stretch that one tube of black paint all over my massive ceiling. What a skinny legend. I want to talk about something that happened a couple days ago. I fell down a very deep, flat earth rabbit hole on YouTube a couple days ago. Stick with me for 1 second here, okay, guys? I didn't know that many people took it seriously. And to be honest, I do too now. Guys, open your eyes. Like, if even Minecraft depicts our Earth as a cube, then how the hell do we live on a sphere? Wake up, sheeple, we live on a rhombus. So I've been working for about an hour now. I'm almost halfway. My arm is literally gonna fall off at any second now. My deltoids are gonna be crazy after this. Like, I'm gonna have my own shoulder pads. Now, at some point, it got really hot in my room, so I took off my pants and threw on some shorts. But then I also encountered another issue because even though I was standing on the top level of my ladder, I was still kind of struggling to reach the ceiling, so I had to put on my 5-inch demonias. It was a look, okay? I don't know what else to tell you. Now at 10 a.m. that day, I became the first person to free solo their desk in under 3 seconds. Remember how we were talking about rabbit holes a couple seconds ago? I also fell down an Alex Honnold rabbit hole on YouTube. I watched free solo twice, once by myself and once with my mom, and my heart rate passed 200 each time. I don't know, you better stop! Words cannot describe how little desire I have to do anything like that ever in my life. Hey look, my ceiling has gangrene. So the black part was done. Was it patchy, crusty, musty, and dusty? Yes. But we'll call it flavor. So the next step in this laborious and arduous process was to add the color. I had a mix of acrylic paints and water-soluble oils, and my initial idea, actually I didn't really have much of an initial idea. I was just gonna slap some color on there and see if it works, and that's kind of what I did. Me and my dumb shaved head thought that if I put dark red on top of dark black, it would totally show up. I mean, yeah, that's like infallible logic, right? That's how physics works. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. And that's exactly what I did. After the dark red, I used dark blue. I mean, why didn't it show up? What am I doing wrong? What world are we living in? Obviously, I thought it was gonna look good. It didn't, so I got frustrated and gave up for like 2 days after that. That's when I had an epiphany. What if, instead of using dark blue, I use light blue? Huh. Who would have thunk? So this was when things started working for me. It actually started looking vibrant and colorful and exciting. What wasn't doing well though was my neck, my back. I'm gonna stop right there. Yeah, it turns out doing this for 2 days is not typical human behavior. My neck is sore. It's still sore, and I finished painting my ceiling 2 days ago. And the thing is, how do you even stretch your neck? It can't be done.
How stupid are you?
What? A couple things also worth mentioning. Why am I so overexposed? When I added the ultramarine blue, it looked so good that I had a spiritual awakening. Oh my god! Also, my pants. I think we can all agree that my pants. So there's only a couple things left here. All I had to do was add the highlights because even galaxies want a little bit of glow. So I mixed a couple pretty pastel colors on my palette, and
I am disgusted.
yeah, it turned out I really didn't have a plan of action for this part. So when it looked like that, I pulled out every busted, dusted, crusted brush I had and blended it in a panic and frenzy. And I think it ended up looking okay. Okay, I'll take it. You know, in preparing for this video, I was contemplating if it's even possible for anyone other than Michelangelo to paint anything on a ceiling, let alone the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. And I've come out of this experience realizing that no, it's never gonna happen. So once my ceiling had participated in the color run, it was time to add the stars. Now, if you're a rookie like me, you only know one way to paint stars. Unfortunately, it's also the most unpredictable, messy, and uncomfortable way to paint stars ever. I mean, I still did it though, and it wasn't comfortable, but I didn't really have any other options. I did consider using an electric toothbrush, but I have teeth, so it's not really much of an option for me. If you don't have teeth though, it might work for you. I'm sorry, you wanna talk about the mess? Oh, let's talk about the mess, because there's a mess on that side of the road, and you can't really get caught up in the mess, and to the left of the mess is above right there on the mess, but the mess is also to the left and behind you, because the mess never stops, and you can't really lose focus, because the mess will always win. So yeah, that thing's on my ceiling now. I keep on thinking what I'd do if my parents walked in one day and told me that we were moving. I think I'd have 3 options. Yeah, that seems about right. You know, I dare you to tell me that I haven't been productive during this quarantine. I've accomplished so much. I started this quarantine out with hair, a blank ceiling, and no children. Bitch, look at me now. Look at us. Look at what we've done. And it's only been 3 weeks. Anyways, I'll see you guys sometime soon with something ridiculous. I'm literally losing my marbles. And I feel it after midnight. The feeling that God is a woman. I mean, I still have 3 more walls. Plus the floor. She's a maniac. Maniac on the floor. Dancing like she's never danced before. This is Maniac, Maniac.